You've just entered the mind of the musician. Welcome to Mind of the Musician. This is your host, Trey, 2 a.m. Studios. Glad to have my special guest, E. E, how you feeling?
Doing all right, man. How are you?
I'm all right. Can't complain. Been doing a lot of reading about you. You like what I like to call a musician, a Renaissance man musician.
Okay.
Got a little bit of everything, playing a little bit of everything, a lot of different styles.
That's how you do it.
That's what's up. Give me a quick rundown of some of the instruments you play with. Would you start playing that?
I started playing, I guess technically I started playing in church.
Okay. Started with piano in church or?
Kind of. I kind of started with piano and I kind of started in drums. That's a funny story.
Oh, wait, let it loose.
The long and short of it is that my father was a pastor. He's since passed away, but he was a pastor, and one Sunday he called me up. I was an usher sitting in the back, of the sanctuary, and he calls me up, and I'm thinking that he wants me to run to his office to get him a bottle of water or run to the car, do something. He calls me up and he whispers in my ear and he goes, "Get on the drums." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Get on the drums." And I'm like looking over at the drum set, like, you left something on the drums? Like, you want me to get what are you asking me to do? He's like, "Play the drums." I'm like,
wow.
Okay.
Was this your first time ever playing
drums?
drums?
I never touched a drum set before in my life. Never touched a drum set before in my life.
Wow.
And so, I mean, I grew up around music a little bit. He played piano.
Right.
My mother sings, and I was in, church choir and school choir, Christmas plays, so on and so forth.
Right.
So I had a little bit of music under me, but no formal training, no anything. And definitely had never played a drum set before.
Right.
So I definitely just sat down with the drumsticks like, this is going to be awkward. So that was kind of my start into playing.
Oh, wow. That's a good story. That's actually a really crazy story. I have no idea what I would do if my father did that.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate it at the time.
Being a fellow PK, you get called to do a lot of things, but just to go start playing with the choir with the drums, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So being that you are a Renaissance musician, what would you suggest to our kids today if they're learning an instrument? What would you start on?
I mean, honestly, I tend to pull towards like artistry in the respect of doing what excites you the most.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel like sometimes we get pushed into certain categories. Like, just the fact that I came up in church,
right,
and I started playing the drums and piano a little bit, people kind of automatically group me in with like being a church musician. Like, this is what you're going to do. You're going to like learn how to play all these hymns and learn how to play all these things. Like, that's what you're going to do, and write gospel songs and so on and so forth.
Right.
But that's not necessarily where my heart lives. I still love gospel music. I still play in church every Sunday. But in terms of my own artistry, I've defined my artistry outside of that,
Right.
And other people that come up in different backgrounds, it may not be church, it may be jazz, or it may be classical, it may be whatever, that they're kind of being influenced or what got them into it. But at some point, I feel like you really have to figure out where your heart lives in music, and pursue it and do it diligently.
Right.
Because
which instrument would you say was gave you the best foundation, for playing whatever genre you're going to play?
For me, I started playing piano. I played piano first.
Okay.
I really, piano's a good instrument. It's a good foundation instrument in terms of rhythm and polyrhythms and learning scales and modes and all of those kinds of things.
Right.
But more recently, in the past couple of years, and like learning how to play guitar, I've really found another aspect of my voice in guitar that, like, I sing with the guitar very differently than how I sing with the piano.
Was it easy to pick up guitar knowing piano, I guess? Easy to pick up guitar or no?
Not for me, honestly. Everyone that I've ever talked to, they're like, oh yeah, we started on piano, so picking up bass and guitar, it's not that difficult. I don't know what you people are talking about. Like it was extremely difficult for me. You know, the hand-eye coordination stuff, you know, being able to feel the strings.
Right.
Even just the pain of holding down the strings. Like
exactly. So you got your calluses up now?
Kind of. Something like that, man. You know.
Yeah,
so.
I'm still, look, I play a little bit of the piano, a little bit of keys, and trying to learn to play guitar off of that is just crazy to me. Yeah. I get you. I'm right with you.
I mean, maybe in terms of some chord structure, like in terms of my ear, like hearing like where chords can move. Right. But that has nothing to do with, to me, the technical aspect of playing in terms of moving your fingers around the fretboard of a guitar. To me, it's very different. So.
Exactly. Do you wish you started with guitar instead, or?
Yeah, no, I don't know. One little fun fact though is I believe this is true. I believe Prince actually started out playing piano. You know, like he's known for, you know, being a guitarist, but I think he started on piano.
Right. I think you're right.
Yeah. So sometimes, part of me kind of feels like, well, I mean, if I'm going to be likened to Prince in any sort of way, like, then we'll take it.
No high heels though, right?
No. Cool. I mean, I could do the perm. I can rock the perm though. Man,
look, he blowing it out now.
Yeah. Chicks will be hating like I don't know what.
Let's get back to your music. I've been checking out your YouTube videos, and you get a lot of hits on those things. But one video in particular, a cover that you did, 15 Steps, you got a lot of hits on. Tell me a little bit how you thought about doing it in the intricate way you actually did the video, and how'd you get so many hits on that thing?
Well, I ended up doing the cover because I had just gotten the pedal that I'm using in the video. It's a vocal processor pedal, and I just gotten the pedal and was just kind of playing around with it, and it just happens to come with a loop function. And I'd heard of looping. I'd seen other people do looping before, live looping and such, but I'd never done it myself. So just kind of wanting to play around with that and get started, I happened to be listening to that song, to 15 Step at the time, like on my laptop. It was just kind of like playing softly. And I was like, oh, that like might be a cool place to start. So I just started, you know, just started like rebuilding what I was hearing in the track. And, you know, because of obviously it's guitar, bass, drums, claps, like all kinds of stuff going on, I just had to find the most simplified way of building it that I could. Right. And honestly, I didn't know I'd made something up that was cool or innovative or anything like that at all until I like performed it for people. Like I was excited, like my new toy, look at my new toy. And like, look what I can do, mom. You know, like, so I like built it up and showed a couple people like, look, you know, this is what I can do now. And people were like, whoa, dude, like that's cool. You should put it on YouTube. Right. And I was like, nah. But eventually I was like, sure, why not? You know? Okay. So then in terms of the views, about 5 months after we had posted it, it somehow got posted on, like, people started like sharing it other, like a bunch of places or whatever. Right. And then someone had put it on reddit.com, and then it jumped up like a couple thousand views. Wow. Within like a week or two after that. And then it got posted from the lead singer of Radiohead's Facebook page, Tom York. Yeah. Got posted from his Facebook page. Oh, wow. And that was pretty crazy. Now, of course, there's a little controversy because some people are saying it was a fan page, not his real page. But to me, it's kind of like, does it really matter? Like, it still had like 70,000 followers. Right. To the fan page, and everyone clicked on it. Like, everyone that saw it that day was like, what is this? And like, you know, they clicked on it because it's so rare. Like, there was nothing. And even since I've checked back, there's nothing from any other artist that's ever been posted from that fan page. Wow. Other than actual Tom York music. Right. So yeah, no, I was just very, very fortunate where a lot of people clicked on it and listened to it and spread it around Facebook very quickly. So did a good job on it. I like it a lot. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Let's talk about your own music, your original stuff. Just heard you doing a little bit of your new song, Vintage.
Vigilante. Yeah. Vigilante. I'm sorry. That's all good.
Maybe because it sounds so vintage, that's why I'm giving it a name like that. I made my own name for it. Vigilante. I hope you don't mind doing a little bit of that for us. Would you give us a little bit?
Not at all. I can do it.
All right, that's what's up.
zum zum za zum 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 za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum zum za zum za zum zum za zicka zum za za zum
A vigilante for the victims, a slayer for the systems that continue to pollute the people, continue to pollute the people. A vigorous, vibrant life, braving the tumultuous, so the timid will fight. But I dare you to look in her eyes, look with more than pity, look with more than pride. The wearied arms are holding doubt, so let these stones cry out. Her wearied arms are holding doubt, so let these stones cry out. And they cry out, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. And never get enough. We'll never get enough.
Yeah. Dig it. I dig it. All right, so give me some information on that vigilante tune. It sounds like a almost like a war tune to me. Like I think of Game of Thrones when I hear that.
I'm into that. I'll take that. I don't even want to explain anymore. Just like,
Game of Thrones.
It's just Game of Thrones. That's all it is.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, no, I just it's just, I don't know, it's just a topic that means a lot to me. It comes up in my conversation a lot with people, in terms of like, I don't know, social injustice or giving a voice to the voiceless, or just speaking to the human condition,
Right.
and on different levels. And in terms of writing, for me, I always pull slightly a little abstract in terms of my lyrical content. To me, that song is not attacking or addressing necessarily like one specific issue in terms of social injustice or speaking to the human condition, but just more so of it's just a cry. Like it's just a
Right.
cry. Like just the hallelujahs and things like that. It's just a cry. Like anything where anyone, like even parking tickets or something like that. Like if you've ever felt like about the government or like a large governing body where it's like, I just don't understand
Right.
why these things are in place the way they are. Like what, like feeling like you are in like being controlled or consumed by a system or something like that.
Right.
That's all it is. So that the little the lyric in there, I'm saying her wearied arms are holding doubt, but let these stones cry out. It's just it's just kind of like I'm
I got
failing
you.
at explaining it.
No. It makes complete sense, and you can feel that in all the parts of the tune that you did. You can feel that. That's why I said it felt like Game of Thrones, like I'm marching in, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna let somebody know what's up.
yeah. I really wanted to do something that was like felt like a chant. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
like that.
right.
That's how it looked. I tend to be kind of like visual. So like in my head, I
Right.
see like a large group of people like walking around, like marching, like zoom, zoom, da, zoom, da.
Right.
You know, like everyone's just like, oh, you know, whatever. I don't know.
Right. Nah, it makes complete sense. Complete sense. I like it. I'm digging it.
Thank you.
What's the we got time for another one?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, give me something. What you got for me?
The next tune, I'm gonna do an instrumental version of a tune I'm writing called Iron Stitches. And I don't know. Oh, the Iron Stitches is about again, kind of like falling apart, and how the coined lyric in that song is things falling together. I'm sorry, things coming together very close to things falling apart, and like vice versa.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Cool. Let's get into it.
All right.
Nice.